Good afternoon and welcome to the February 18th HBDC meeting. I am Darcy Sequin, Chair, and our Vice Chair, Tim Gilmore, will read the Governor's directive.
Pursuant to Governor Healy's March 28, 2025 signing of Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2025 extending certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency, suspending certain provisions of the Open Meeting Law, General Law, Chapter 38, Section 20 until June 30th, 2027. This meeting of the Chatham Historic Business District Commission is being conducted in person and via remote participation. Every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings as provided in the order. A reminder that people who would like to listen to this meeting while in progress may do so by calling the phone number 1-508-945-4410, conference ID 404-154-292, hashtag, or join the meeting online via Microsoft Teams through the link in the posted agenda. While this is a live broadcast and simulcast on Chatham TV, Xfinity Channel 1072, despite our best efforts, we may not be able to provide real-time access. We will post a record of this meeting on the town's website as soon as possible. If anyone else is recording the meeting, including the use of AI note-taking apps, please notify the chair. In accordance with town policy, the public can speak to any issue, hearing, or business item on the agenda during the meeting when recognized by the chair.
Thank you, Tim. We will proceed with a roll call to be sure that we have a quorum. Mr. Burns.
Bob Burns, present.
Dan.
Dan Silver, present.
Dan Silver is our alternate.
Tim Gilmore is present.
Sam Stradford is present.
Doug Ratton is present.
And Darcy Sequin, Chair, is present. Does anyone have anything on the minutes of February 4th?
Doug Ratton would like to make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
Bob Burns, second. Bob Burns approves.
Dan Silver approves.
Tim Gilmore approves.
Sam.
Stradford approves.
Doug Ratton approves.
And Darcy Sequin approves. Okay, who is up first? Doug?
Okay, continued hearing, site improvements, application 26-007, Town of Chatham, care of Terry Whalen. Application for landscaping, hardscaping, lighting, fencing, and ADA access improvements located at 564 Main Street, continued from February 4th, 2026.
Welcome back. Would you please introduce yourself again?
Yeah, my name is Terry Whalen, Projects and Operations Administrator, Town of Chatham, and also online is Jay Olmsted, who's the landscape architect for the project, for any more detailed questions you might have on specifications and design. So following up on the previous meeting, again, in your package, hopefully you received all the information, the larger scale plans, some of the additional specifications, clearer copies of the specifications that were previously improved, a compare and contrast of the parking lot changes, which are really more detailed than the previous HBDC approval, and then also that former graphic, kind of an isometric drawing showing the general concept of what's being proposed. So I don't know if you want me to run through any of those specifically, but again, we do have Jay who can really speak to any technical questions you have. We did run through primarily the engineering aspects at the previous meeting, and then we did receive approval from the planning board, I believe last week as well, on all the drainage and layout and all of those requirements.
I want to thank you for giving us these comprehensive plans. They certainly were a big help. I'm sure the commission has some questions. If you would like Terry to go through everything again, let me know. Yes?
I don't find it, I'm fine with what's been
Okay.
presented, I understand, but that's my.
Okay, I'm sure we have some questions.
Sure.
Tim would like you to go over it, yes?
I'd like to thank you for the submissions, given me a lot and the commission a lot to look at, but it's very descriptive, and you know, I wish all our applicants would present documents such as these. So I thank you for that. I don't have any questions.
Okay, let's start. Doug?
I have no questions. Again, what Tim said is a, fantastic package, and I clearly understand what's going on, so I have no questions.
Okay, Sam has a long list, so if you don't mind just waiting a minute, I'll.
No, sure.
Okay. Bob?
Just a couple questions. On the sitting wall on Main Street, is that going to be, the brick is full brick or a facade?
Jay, I'll defer
It is
to
a-
Jay on the precise answer on that one.
Yeah.
Would you
Actually,
just
the wall,
introduce
it's
yourself,
going to
Jay,
be a
please?
brick- Oh, can you hear me?
Oh, you're muted.
No sound.
I am, huh?
There you go.
Louder. Oh, good. I'm glad you can hear me.
We can hear you. Thank you.
Jay Olmsted, landscape architect on the project. I apologize for not being here 2 weeks ago when you had a meeting. I had a conflict. To answer that question on the seat wall, it is going to be a concrete seat wall with a brick veneer applied to the exposed surfaces with a granite capstone on top.
And you're convinced that that veneer is going to hold up over time?
I am convinced it's going to be held up over time. It's connected to, there are metal shims that connect it to the concrete wall, and everything will be mortared. There'll be a gap space between to let water weep through so that water is not held behind the wall, which could cause the brick to spall. Similar to the, probably quite similar to the existing libraries building and how that was constructed.
Okay, so the brick veneer is going to have, I would assume, some glue to glue it to the wall?
They actually create a gap between the concrete and the back of the brick. It's about an inch at the most, maybe 3/4 of an inch. And that allows any moisture that would come to condense there to fall by gravity down to the bottom, and then there are seeps or holes at the bottom of the wall that allow any water to evaporate and to escape.
All right, so you're confident that that veneer is going to hold up over time?
Yes, it's the common way of how we would construct a brick wall of this sort.
Okay, and then the bluestone on top is going to be how thick?
It's actually going to be granite,
Granite, excuse me.
and it's going to be 3 inches thick.
Okay, so that's really thick, and it's going to overhang a little bit over the brick? Is that
Yes, I
correct?
have it overhanging 1 inch on either side so that any water that hits the top of the capstone would cascade over the brick.
Over the brick, okay.
And, yeah,
Okay, good. Another question on the light posts. There are
Yes.
2 there now. Are these going to be replaced with new ones?
the plan is actually just to repaint the light poles. The existing light fixtures and poles are in fine shape. They just probably need a new coat of paint so they match the new poles that are coming, but we're matching the light poles. The new light poles will be matching the existing that were installed, I believe, 20 years ago. It's the same company who
Okay.
manufactures the poles, and same company, another company, but the same company is still manufacturing the light fixture.
Okay, and the existing, there are 2 existing,
Yes,
is that correct? And then you're going to add 2 more in the front?
2 in the front, yeah.
And how many in the back
Yep.
in the parking lot?
we have 4 in the parking lot.
And they're all going to be the same then?
Yes, they are.
Okay, so there'll be a total of 8, is that correct?
There's actually a 9th one because at the side entrance, there is an existing pole as well that matches what's in front.
Okay, so they're all going to be matching?
Yes, they are.
Okay, and then there's going to be an enclosure for the dumpster? I see that.
Yes, there is.
And then on the book drop, so as I come in to drop books, I'm going to get close enough with a car where I don't need to get it out of my car to drop the books, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so it'll be a slot. Okay.
Yes, yes.
And the bike, let's see, and the benches in the front, there will be,
Yep.
are those the existing benches or new benches?
They've actually recently replaced the benches in the last 2 years, So those benches will remain. The one difference is that currently they sit on soil, and we're going to create a concrete pad for them to be attached to and fixed so that it's more comfortable for people sitting there, and they'll be level.
Okay, and then the bike rack that's there, is that the one that's going to stay there?
It's actually, that one is going to be replaced basically with the same, basically a new version of the same bike rack. That one has rusted, and so we're going to, again, we're going to put that also on a concrete pad, but that will remain there, but it will be a new bike rack.
Okay, and then bike rack, is there one by the side entrance?
Yes, there is, and that will also be a new bike rack.
And where is that on the plan? Maybe I missed it on the,
I think if you go to the top plan and you see that tree by the side entrance,
okay,
kind of right where that arrow is, a little bit below that arrow to the right, right there. Yep, right
Okay.
there, there'll be a
Okay.
bike rack.
okay. Let's see what else I had. Coming down Library Lane, is there, it's covered with snow now. Is there a sidewalk there that goes all the way down to Main Street?
No.
There's not, so, and there's not an existing one there,
Correct.
correct? Okay, so, so you'd have to come in the front. Okay, I can see the walkways now.
So, and that's the part where I'm highlighting right now. So that's the kind of now interior connection, kind of making up for the fact that there is not a sidewalk in that portion. So you have the
Okay.
handicap access coming in this way, and this is new
Okay,
interior sidewalk.
okay. And then on the front staircase, there is a center railing going into the front
Yes.
door. And there's two existing side railings. Are they staying or going?
They are staying in place.
So there'll be,
And the new railing, which will be down the center, will match in style and color to the existing railings.
okay, great. No further questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Dan, even though you can't vote today, we'd like to hear your opinion or your questions.
Yes, I do. When I'm looking through this, I think I know the answer, but I just want to make sure. I see, 3 or 4 different colored fences, black, charcoal, white, and natural. Are you planning on using all of those, or are you waiting for us to choose one for you, one color?
Yes, I can explain. So they want to install a fence between Cape Cod 5 and the library for a section to allow, because the library wants to use the side of the library for some outdoor activities. And so they want just a little bit of privacy. So they're proposing a 6-foot tall screen fence that blocks the view and keeps the privacy. I was proposing, for the longevity of it, the top picture, which is it's not a wood fence, although it looks like a wood fence. It's plastic lumber, just like you've seen people on new houses. The exterior trim is made out of plastic lumber.
I apologize, I realize that is not all wood, I'm sorry, it does look like wood. And I understand the purposes for the fences, but I'm still curious about the colors. Are you proposing to
Yeah.
use all 3 colors, or?
No, yeah, let me explain the colors. It's been specified as a white fence. And some of the people at the planning board were questioning or wondering, maybe it should be a darker color. And so I think our team is very flexible. I don't think we want it red. But if this committee or deciding people want to have an input on the color, I think we're comfortable with a charcoal or a gray rather than a bright white. There was also mention of if you install a wood fence, which is the lower right image, we could let it just be natural wood and weather to a gray over time.
I agree with you. I think the gray is the best choice, primarily because the black is just, it's going to be too hot and just too, out in your face. And the white is just going to discolor. And, everything off the trees are going to attach to it. And the wood is just, I think it's, longevity is not there, so. if anything, I would prefer to see the gray. It looks nice, and I appreciate you doing all the drawings. It's very good. And I'm thankful for Bob having all the questions. And it
All
looks like
set,
the old
Dan?
library. You can sit on the wall and, you know,
Yeah. Hang
there's
out,
not too many fences in the way, so you can't see it.
hang
Are
out.
you all set, Dan?
I am, thank you.
Tim?
I would agree with Dan and Bob, I believe, the gray. And I think it should be consistent and not various different colors.
Thank you.
I agree with them also. The only thing that concerns me a little bit, that it's 6 feet tall. I realize there's going to be children in there with playing or whatever, and not to be able to see in what's happening. I mean, if parents come around, they want to see their kids, they're not going to be able to unless they go inside. That's the only objection I have, but I think the gray is good. And if you could match the enclosures, I think that would be even better.
So,
You're up.
one question, just following on. A 6-foot-high fence is above my eyes. But if I step back, and I won't be able to see the ground. If I step back 3 feet, one step, I still won't be able to see kids that are on the ground, people that are sitting. I'll see some people standing, but if I'm back by the bank, I won't be able to see anybody on a 5-foot fence. So I would recommend the 5-foot fence, and I would also recommend the gray, so it'll disappear into the woods and won't be so prominent. A white fence would just be startling to everybody. So that would be where I'd go. I had a little trouble, I had a full set of plans. I had a little trouble with the 4 sheets containing the full scope of work. And I don't know, like for instance, only in these proposed for 5, only the Japanese maple trees are showing. Where are those located? Are they around are they the tree that's,
We've actually, that was an early concept to include Japanese maple trees. We currently do not have any Japanese maple trees specified. And I've chosen other trees in large part to comply, I think different trees that would be more appropriate to this climate. Given its proximity to the seashore
are we?
and so forth.
Are we demolishing all the plants and trees and then replacing them?
No, you should assume that all the big trees that are in front of the library are staying in place.
Okay,
And if you remember, there was a horse chestnut tree which had to be taken down due to health
Yeah.
a couple of years ago.
Yes.
We are planning to install an oak tree, but in that similar location, right
okay,
there. The other trees are remaining. On the back parking lot, the trees, the trees around the perimeter of the property are staying in place.
okay,
Although we're cleaning up a couple of diseased white pine along the back property line. And then we were installing new trees on the 4 corners of the parking lot.
okay. I wanted to ask, the railings that are on the paths, do they follow ADA requirements?
Yes, they're compliant with ADA. They'll be 36 inches high. And just like the ramps, they'll have level sections for landings in between.
But they usually require a railing at the knee height for pulling
It's
yourself?
not required, it is an option. And the current plans, we have not specified that, but it's the railings to the right that I think is more of a handrail. The ones to the left are a guardrail, which protects from a fall height.
Well, those have balusters.
in the back corner
Those
of the
have-
property.
Have balusters. It's the single rail up at 3 feet. It's unusual to see in the way of an ADA plan. I always thought that mid-rail, because somebody in a wheelchair can pull themselves by reaching down. But
Yeah.
if you're the one with the stamp on the plan, so you're complying.
Yes. Okay.
Excuse me, Sam, I
So-
think
so,
the center rails are for steps.
Excuse me?
Steps
Excuse me,
versus
Sam, I
a
think the
pathway.
Center rails are for steps, not for ramps.
For a ramp as well,
Okay,
is my, at least the Massachusetts
yeah.
Accessibility Board.
Jay, do you want to just explain that again a little bit more so we can understand exactly what's happening there?
And
Thank you.
where they're located, because these are along the sidewalk path.
Yes, this is on the parallel with Lover's Library Lane. And it's part of the accessible path from Main Street up to the side entrance of the library. And in my reading of the ADA code, mid-rails are optional based on if there's going to be a significant number of children, such as at a school, and those uses. However, if the town would like to add a mid-rail, that would be easy to add to our design and comply in that respect.
Okay?
All right, that's
There's
all I have.
certainly going to be children at the library, and I'm not trying to exclude anyone.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll
I
check that.
wanted to ask one question. There's an area on the southwest side, southeast side of the beyond the grass area that's called the Zone Municipal, and it has the slat enclosure for AAC. What is the ground plane there? It's a different color from anything else on the landscape plan. It just says Zone Municipal.
Let me see, I think it's probably, if it's the existing air conditioning plant, yes.
Yeah,
Those rest on a concrete pad.
okay, so that's an existing concrete pad that you're keeping?
Correct.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
Yep, no change
Okay.
to that.
Thank you.
Doug, you have any questions?
I would just be in favor also of the gray fence as well.
Okay. All right. Would you like to make a
Did you
motion?
want to mention anything about the 5-foot height?
Yeah, that's
Or
what I
let
was-
Mr. we just
What does
discussed?
the rest of the commission like, a 5-foot fence? Would that be acceptable, Terry?
Yeah, the request came from the library for, they desired the 6-foot fence, but again, I think with the rationale, unless we hear, and nobody's here from the library today, but again, that does not, with Sam's explanation, I think, again, it'll achieve the same objective without, from a massing or spacing perspective. I think that's what you're explaining, the perspective. I'm not the architect or the landscape architect, but the perspective, again, I don't think, I think they'll achieve what they're looking for with 5
Okay,
feet.
great.
A 5-foot gray fence.
So your motion should include that, and also the 5-foot fence, the gray fence, and all enclosures should match.
All right, so Doug Rat will make a motion under continued hearing site improvements, application 26-007, Town of Chatham, care of Terry Whalen. Application for landscaping, hardscaping, lighting, fencing, and ADA access improvements located at 564 Main Street, continued from February 4th, 2026, conditioned with gray fencing at a 5-foot height and all enclosures to match, as presented.
Bob Burns second, and Bob Burns approves.
Tim?
All approve.
No,
Tim Gilmore approves.
Doug.
Sam Stryver approves.
Doug Ratton approves.
And Darcy Sequin approves. Thank you, Terry. We'll look
Thank you. Thank
forward
you
to
for the
that
thorough
project.
review, and
Thank you.
overlay the 5-foot, and we'll change
Okay.
that in the specs. Thanks.
Terrific, thank you. All right, who's up next, Doug?
Okay. Additions/alterations, application 26-008, Annette and Daryl Moore, care of Renewal by Anderson. Application to replace the windows on the dwelling located at 73 Stony Hill Road.
Is anyone here for
Hi,
that?
Judy. Yep.
Oh,
I'm here.
online. Okay.
How was everybody tonight?
Please introduce yourself and tell us what you'd like to do.
Sure, my name is Corey Scanlon. I'm a project consultant with Renewal by Anderson, and we're looking to do 3 replacement windows on the property located on the back of the house and the side of the house.
Okay, and you're going to do like for like, and the trim will be the same, and,
Correct.
okay. Any questions? Doug?
I have no questions.
Sam?
No, these 2 projects need the help.
Yeah. So you don't have any questions?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Tim?
No questions.
No questions.
No questions.
And I have no questions.
So Doug Ratton will make a motion on additions/alterations, application 26-008, Annette and Daryl Moore, care of Renewal by Anderson. Application to replace the windows on the dwelling located at 73 Stony Hill Road as presented.
Bob Burns second, and Bob Burns approves.
Tim Gilmore approves.
Dan Silver approves.
Sam?
Sam Stryver approves.
Doug Ratton approves.
And Darcy Sequin approves. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you all so much. Have a good night.
You too.
Our next
Thank you.
application would be additions/alterations, 26-009, Chatham Ford, care of By the Bay Builders. Application to replace the windows on the structure located at 781 Main Street.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please introduce yourself.
I'm John Britnall, owner of By the Bay Builders, Inc.
Okay. And what would you like to do?
Replace the 4 windows on this garage.
Okay?
With like windows and white AZEK trim.
Okay. Doug?
The material, is that brick or is that,
It's cinder block.
it's cinder block? And so you're just pulling them out, putting the like-for-like windows in?
Yep.
And leaving it the way it is?
Correct.
No more questions.
Sam?
Are these operable windows?
No, they're fixed panel windows.
Are they fixed now?
Yes,
Okay.
they're
So
falling out.
you, even in the summertime, you don't open them up, or,
They do not, no.
I can't hear you.
They do not.
Okay.
That's
All
it?
right, no further questions.
Tim?
No questions.
No questions.
Bob?
No questions.
And I have no questions.
So Doug Ratton will make a motion under additions/alterations, application 25009, Chatham Ford, care of By the Bay Builders. Application to replace the windows on the structure located at 781 Main Street as presented.
Bob Burns second, and Bob Burns approves.
Tim Gilmore approves.
Sam?
Sam Stryver approves.
Doug Ratton approves.
Darcy Sequin approves.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Next, we have administrative approval/exemptions. Application 26-010, Coleman Nee, care of PLJ Carpentry, ratification of a certificate of exemption to replace a trim on the structure located at Captain's Row East, Units 6 and 8.
And Katie?
Do you have a photograph?
If you give me a moment, I'll pull that up.
Usually you have a photograph.
No, we don't. Administrative?
It's sometimes, yes.
I don't
So I
think,
have no questions.
I don't think we need it, Katie. I think we're good. Just tell us who went out to look at it, please.
So this was Bob Burns and Darcy Sequin.
Okay. So Doug Ratton will make a motion of administrative approvals exemptions, application 26010, Coleman Nee, care of PLJ Carpentry, ratification of a certificate of exemption to replace the trim on the structure located at Captain's Row East, Unit 6 and 8 as presented.
Bob Burns second, and Bob Burns approves.
Tim Gilmore approves.
Sam?
And Sam Stryver approves.
Doug Ratton approves.
And Darcy Sequin approves.
Next, under administrative approval / exemptions, application 26-011, Coleman Knee, care of PLJ Carpentry, ratification of a certificate of exemption to replace the trim on the structure located at Captain's Row East, Units 2 and 4.
And this was also Bob Burns and Darcy Sequin.
Question. When I went out, it was only building 1 and 2, I thought. But it looks like they're going to do all the buildings there,
All the units, I believe.
all the units. There's, I guess, Doug, there are what, 7 or 8 in there?
There's 8.
Yeah, they need it. Yeah.
Okay, all right, I'm okay.
You want to second the motion?
Oh, we are there. Second the motion. And I approve. Bob Burns approves.
Tim Gilmore approves.
Sam Stratford approves.
Doug Grattan approves.
And Darcy Sequin approves.
Next, we have administrative approval 26-012, Coleman Knee, care of PLJ Carpentry, ratification of certificate of exemption to replace the trim on the structure located at Captain's Row East, Units 1, 3, 5, and 7, as presented.
Bob Burns second, and Bob Burns approves.
Tim Gilmore approves.
Sam Stratford approves.
Doug Grattan approves.
Darcy Sequin approves. And I'd like to thank Katie Donovan, our Community Development Director, for joining us today. And thank you for all you're doing. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Doug Grattan will make a motion to adjourn.
Bob Burns second, and Bob Burns approves.
Tim Gilmore approves.
Sam Stratford approves.
Doug Grattan approves.
And Darcy Sequin approves. Thank you.